Grandmother Francine, such a pleasure to see you and to have you here. I'm very happy because it is very meaningful to me and to the Wisdom Mural that you are part of this project. Anishinaabe Grandmother Francine Payer, who is our host in this beautiful land and welcomes us and welcomes the Wisdom Mural in Algonquin Territory, is with us today, and I'm very honored by that. Grandmother Francine is a water walker, and it's a walk that happens every year since 2006, right? So if you can tell us a little bit about that, that would be beautiful.
So, aki sungide ko yan din jikaz, gats no dayan, mechanic dodem, chico ko manish na bekwe, mami wiandao. So yes, it's traditional that we introduce ourselves in our language. It's a way to connect with our ancestors. Yes, the water walk, actually there's a huge walk, a big walk, from 3 weeks to 5 weeks walk that we do every second year. And we walk for water. It's the walk for the water is not a protest or anything like this. It's really, it's a ceremony. It's really a ceremony. We create a relationship, right, with the water. And, you know, the water is alive. The water has memories. The water listens, and the water helps. And water is life. So in the coming month of August, in August 2021, we will be leaving Mattawa in Ontario, and we will be walking to Matane in Quebec. That will be a 5 weeks walk. And so we walk every day from sunrise to sunset. And the ceremony begins at the minute that water is carrying, you know, that the minute that we lift up the pail, the ceremony begins.
And I was very happy when I talked to you and I told you about this, and I said, well, we're in Algonquin Territory. I would like to see if I can get your blessings for this. And I would like to know if it's okay for you that we work in community and we are just one voice, even we are from so many different parts of the world, because I think this is common to every culture, right? But also is so much needed for everyone today. We need to connect with water. We need to reconnect with Mother Nature and to appreciate it and say thank you, and knowing that it's so sacred and that we're destroying it.
Well, you know, we are now in period of reconciliation, and reconciliation means working with allies. And what is an ally? You know, it's someone that will educate themselves and learn more about the culture. It's also about not working with one individual, but it's working with a whole community. So your project involves, you know, many people, and involves people that will have a hands-on, that will be working together. And for me, that's what reconciliation is all about, is working together. So for me, that was a very good project for that. It's the community, right? Community work. And it's all about being a community. And whether, you know, it's going to be people from everywhere in the world, it even makes it, you know, so much more important that all that connection. And by doing the mural, people will learn, right? We will learn from each other. And isn't that what reconciliation is all about? Reconciliation is about learning from each other. I'm really happy that we connected, you know, and I think it was through a fundraising for the water walk that we connected. And so the water walk, you know, the water connects everyone that needs to be connected together. The water has no boundaries. The water has no frontier. And if you look on the globe, there's not one place where the water doesn't go in between, right? There's no blockage. It's the water runs freely everywhere on the planet. So water connects people, and you know, we proved it again today by being together. And so, of course, yes, I really support that project. I think it's a great project whenever people can work together. And yes, so.
The other thing that I was talking to somebody yesterday, and this person mentioned something that I think is meaningful too, and is the fact that we are not just bringing together Indigenous elders, but we are also working together with immigrants. And I think that's a meaningful connection, right? Because there's so much sacred in every culture. And if we put them all together, from my perspective and ignorance, I think it goes all to the same place. And that place is we are one together, and we are one with nature, and we need to respect that.
And I would say that, to add what you just said, there's a lot of wisdom across the world. There's a lot of wisdom across the world. Every indigenous culture, no matter where they are in the world, they have that wisdom, because I always say, if you have that one little drop of blood, you have that ancestral memory. And when you have that ancestral memory and you work with it and you listen to it and you pay attention to it, then you have that, that guidance that if you don't connect with those ancestors, you don't have that guidance. Yeah. And sometimes I see faces, right? And I say, I don't know who you are, but I know you're close to me, and I know I will meet you someday.
That's what I felt when I met you.
Thank you.
And it's opening your eyes and your senses to that, because all this wisdom is there for you to learn, right? And to understand, and it's a different way of looking at life. And I'm very happy to see that there's lots of people resonating with the project. There's more people than when I thought to say, yes, we need this, please do it.
When we talk about Indigenous people, we were all oral culture, and people don't know much about us. And, because it's not like Romans and Greeks, that everything is written down, and we didn't have that. We have writings, but petroglyphs, and in caves, but it's not in a book, so people don't really think about, because there's not much way of learning about our culture by just taking a book. Yeah. But it's by listening.
And I'm so lucky to have you and to be able to work with this amazing group of grandfathers and grandmothers from different parts of the world that are super open, super happy, and eager to start working together with us. The first phase of the project is to get together in Zooms. They're going to be public Zooms sharing. You're going to be sharing from your perspective and your culture what is the meaning of being connected to Mother Nature and why we need to reconnect. And then after that, we're going to design the mural together, and we're going to put it up on the wall by painting with all the community, and everybody's going to be invited to paint with us. Things are working. COVID is going to be not a problem, but a challenge that I'm solving right now, because I'm finding a place where I'm going to be able to invite people in small groups to work with me and with the emerging Algonquin artist that is going to be my mentee. And so there's lots of learning back and forth. It's going to be an incredible experience, and I'm really, really honored to have your blessings and to know that you're going to be part of this project.
Thank you very much. Chimigwich.